is one of those weaknesses that can put up a challenge. So KLH putting 269 on the spot.
It's going to be interesting to see if Ghost SK can put up a decent fight against Crom up in the top lane. Ghost SK is notorious for playing Irelia from time to time, so you're going to see if his pocket pick will pay off in this game against 269. And like we've been talking about, KLH have to pick up both games against 269 today, so even this first match is crucial for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Jaeyoung is going to lock in Graves as well to complement the Leona pickup that Caspel has been banned out against throughout majority of the Greater Premier League so far. So that's going to be a very dominant lane for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. 269 now looking to pick up their mid laner and support. It does look like they're going to go for Annie and Xerath as their final two picks to complement their team comp. What do you think of 269's team comp so far?
Right, so they do have the mobility coming in from Rek'Sai, Gnar, and Silver, but that Xerath pick will give them the assurance of that long range poke. Before they go in for the engage, they have that long range poke, they have that CC to lock down targets. Annie, very strong right now. She has the burst potential as a support. She doesn't really need to build much AP items to get that damage down. Even if she doesn't have damage, she has that AoE stun, which will really complement the side of 269. So 269 really have a good team fighting comp. If they don't want to team fight, they can always split push with the Gnar, with the Rek'Sai. So 269 have a very well-rounded comp. On the side of KLH, however, they are looking to fight.
Sure, and immediately Azuraveki tells Caspel, pick me up LeBlanc. I want to play LeBlanc in the mid lane. And he'll be playing against Beyond. Beyond is even swapped out for Summoner Heal instead of the Ignite that we see a lot of mid laners pick up. That is common with Xeraths in the mid lane, because Xerath would normally be in the back lines trying to deal as much poke damage as he can, trying to deal damage from afar. But at the same time, the swap out could be because Azuraveki is playing LeBlanc in the mid lane and he doesn't want to die to the significant burst that LeBlanc can bring to the table. So very interesting team comps here. You talked a little bit about 269's team comp. What about Kuala Lumpur Hunters? What do you like about Kuala Lumpur Hunters' team comp here?
As I mentioned earlier on, Caspel's on his Leona. It has been banned out so many games, we rarely see it. There's a reason why his Leona gets banned. He is so accurate. He knows what to do as a Leona. He knows when to go in, knows when to disengage. And he just complements the style of KLH so well. They want to fight. They have Jaeyoung on Graves. They have Azuraveki on LeBlanc. If they see a target that's out of place, they're gonna go in for it. Moon on Maokai. He has that snare. Irelia has the mobility to catch up with anyone that they go on for. So KLH really looking to pick out members of the side of 269 and just take the team fights 4v5 or even 3v5 if they catch two members out.
Really interested to see how Ghost SK plays his Irelia as well. Like we've talked about, he has played Irelia a few times in the Greener Premier League and even the Legend Circuit, and it's been one of his staple top lane picks. But recently, Irelia, primarily because of Wick in the European scene, he's mixed up his Irelia builds, his runes and masteries so many times, and he's seen as the godfather Irelia, so to speak. And he's been maxing his E quite a lot instead of taking the true damage on the W. However, a lot of North American top laners have swapped back to maxing W, especially when they play against Gnar. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Ghost SK decides to play his Irelia in the top lane against Crom. And like you said, with the target ban of Poppy up against Crom today, there might be a strategy of Kuala Lumpur Hunters to put Crom on the back foot, make him play a champion that he's not comfortable with, and allow Ghost SK to play a champion that he's really comfortable with, in this case, Irelia. What about Maokai in the jungle though? You did say he has that snare, he has a lot of potential for ganking, he has a lot of utility for his team, but we haven't seen Maokai in the jungle quite often at all. Normally we see him in the top lane, we've seen him go into the 2v1 lanes quite a lot, and since his changes, he's been primarily a top laner, not a jungler anymore like he was in Season 2 or Season 3 after the Odd One pioneered him. What do you think about him going to the jungle for Moon today?
Right, so if we compare Maokai to other junglers right now as Rek'Sai, Rengar, Jarvan, he doesn't have that insane clear as the others do. He has that slow, reliable clear with his saplings and that health regen from his passive. But with the new changes in the jungle items, his ganks are insane. He can slow you and then snare you. Unless you flash or blow your mobility skills, you can't walk away from that Maokai. So with the range that he has, he might put a threat to this Rek'Sai who doesn't really have that best, most reliable knockups. So it'll depend on how Moon and Heaven really play out these jungle paths. If they really do meet up in the jungle, Heaven does have the advantage with Rek'Sai doing more damage, but Maokai is more reliable. He has that health pool, and he has that confirmed lockdown.
I feel like the mid lane for Kuala Hunters is going to be a very decisive point for this matchup as well, with Zotac picking up LeBlanc to go up against Beyond in the mid lane, who's playing Xerath. Xerath, one of those champions that has very little mobility, very susceptible to LeBlanc's burst as well. And Maokai in the jungle has been known in the past few seasons, when he was very popular in the jungle, to be one of those champions where if you're a mid laner going up against a Maokai in the opposite team, at level 6, you are going to die no matter what. You will die at some point in the game because of Maokai's ganks. On top of that, Zotac is playing LeBlanc. So at some point in this game, 269 will be worried for his life in that lane just because of the matchup that he's going up against today. The only lane that we haven't so much, whereas you have mentioned about Caspo being able to play Leona today, is the bottom lane. 269 with Sivir and Annie going up against Leona and Graves. Tell me a little bit more about this matchup.
Right, so Leona Graves, we do know the power that they have. Insane burst.
Definitely.
They have the level 2 super hard engage. Sivir and Annie though, they don't really have that much burst damage. But Annie does have that lockdown with that stun coming in. So if she gets the stun down and Celebrity lands that very nice boomerang blade, it really will even out the damage between Jaeyoung and Caspiel. So it'll be interesting to see how 269 and KLH plays out this bot lane, as we see the two teams just gonna span out on the side buff. Crom's gonna just put down the ward, gonna spot out 13 goals, just having fun. Jaeyoung rocking that Pool Party Grace. Alright, Jaeyoung and Caspiel rocking the Pool Party skins together. That's an
Pool Party
interesting fact.
bot lane.
Pool Party bot lane.
Pool Party bot lane. Celebrity Zerg are definitely not invited today.
They're trying
Not
to douse the flames of Annie. So Moon's gonna start out on this blue side jungle.
Interesting. Moon did start with the saplings. Okay, now he is gonna throw one out at 20 minutes, because at 120 you can actually start throwing saplings, and the last sapling that you throw out will explode when the jungle camp spawns. So it's a very niche strategy that a lot of Maokai top laners do as well. They will set up a ton of saplings in the Rave camp, or the Raptor camp, I should say, or the Wolf camp. Pick up that camp at level 1, hit level 2 and teleport to the top lane. So Moon is doing this for the jungle as well, where they'll be starting on Gromp. So Gromp should go down pretty quickly here, with Leona Graves, the smite and the saplings on top of that.
Right, so Moon's gonna start on the Gromp, Heaven's gonna start on the Crux. So both junglers gonna start on this bottom half of the map, which leaves out the bot laners to not have that level 2 advantage. Zotac is just gonna go in aggressive on Beyond, but as I was saying,
Immediately.
the bot lane is not gonna have a level 2 advantage anytime soon, so it is up to whoever controls the waves better to see who gets that level 2, because both these level 2s have really high impact. So you see there the buckshot as well as that Zenith Blade can clear out the way. So even if pushed out, these two bot lanes, they know what they're doing.
It is a fight for level 2 here. Jaeyoung definitely at a disadvantage because Zerg does have that massive range on and easy to poke him down. Zerg actually gets jumped on here, taking a ton of damage, but Celebrity and Zerg just trying to back that one out. He does have a ton of biscuits here, so he should be able to get back to a healthy position in no time. 269 will hit level 2 first, but because of that engage that we saw Leona and Jaeyoung put down there, they can't really capitalize on them hitting level 2.
Right, they noticed that Zerg didn't have his stun, so they felt very comfortable going into the Xenoblade even though they were level 1. And that level 1 burst damage is already that high, and Annie's not really the tankiest of champions, so
of course not.
That's just the level 1 aggression coming in. Heaven's gonna come in though. They may be looking for a gang. They know that Cass is not going in.
They're gonna go in now. Zerg gets exhaust down onto Jaeyoung immediately. They're gonna stun up Casper. Casper will flash away. 269 not able to pick up a kill there, but interesting baiting coming on from Celebrity and Zerg. You saw Casper just stutter stepping forward, trying to see if they will bait out a spell shield or a flash before he throws out that Zenith Blade. Realized that Celebrity's not trying to juke it at all, just walked up to him, got the stun down onto Annie instead. but KLH did not expect Rek'Sai to be nearby. So they do burn a flash and exhaust on Caspel. That's about it. Now Ghost SK in a little bit of trouble. No, Grom, sorry, in a little bit of trouble. He does get smited there. The root will come out. SK is going to jump in as well. The sapling goes out. Moon tanks the turret, but Ghost SK decides to back out there. Right as all the crowd control was being layered onto Crom there. Very strange decision coming out from Ghost SK.
Right, Crom managing to flash away just before Moon got into range, allowed him to negate a little bit of damage, which let him survive on the turret. The extra health coming from Mega Now form really helped him out as well. 13 Ghost couldn't deal out enough damage, so Crom managed to just get out of there. But back to this bot lane though, Wolf Celebrity is gonna go in.
Celebrity is gonna get stunned up by Caspel, but a nice time with the spell shield stopped Caspel from being able to put the stun down with his Q. So only the Zenith Blade does proc there. Jaeyoung still taking a lot of damage. Celebrity though will get jumped on again, now stunned up. Jaeyoung gets stunned up as well in the middle of the creep wave. Celebrity takes a huge chunk of damage. Managed to get out of there with his life though. Jaeyoung does still have his flash and barrier. Interesting pickup coming in from Jaeyoung. No heal coming out from him, despite the fact that there is not a single ignite on 269's team.
Right, so that's really the common play we see Jaeyoung coming in. Jaeyoung doesn't really like to go for that heal, he likes to go for a barrier. He wants the extra health to really pull off these aggressive moves that he can do and carry the team from the AD carry position and really allow Caspiel to start roaming early on because he does have the extra safety from the barrier, so Caspiel will be able to start roaming earlier on as this Leona. He's going to pick up that boost of speed as he goes back. So we're going to start seeing Caspiel roam some more and see how that Leona is going to impact the game.
So far, very quiet between 269 and Kuala. Just things are dead even right now. You can see that Maokai has gone for the Rangers Trailblaze, trying to clear out as much of the jungle as possible, whereas Rek'Sai gonna go for that chilling smite instead, try and get some better ganks off. We actually did see Moon pick up the chilling smite when he went up for the gank in the top lane. It was to Crom, so it does seem like he switched out that jungle so that he can have better clear times in the jungle here. Heaven is now waiting for a gank onto his Zoraveki, but LeBlanc is just so slippery. Even though Beyond is level 6, it's going to be hard for Zoraveki. It's going to be hard for 269 to get a lockdown onto the LeBlanc here.
Meanwhile, Moon's going to try for his own gank this bot lane. The ward goes down. There is a ping on the brush that Moon is standing on, so they're going to get a ward. Heavens goes in on Zoraveki. He's on the other side of the map.
Veki is going to get knocked up. A teleport's coming in. First blood will go to Beyond as Ghost SK will teleport down as well. He's put himself in a little bit of a sticky situation because Crom is coming in. Will get the slow down. 1, 2, and that's going to be enough from Beyond to take down Ghost SK. 269 are still pushing in onto the Kuala. Just we see Moon actually has to jump on over to the little crab there to try and get away from 269's advances. And 269, after 2 kills in the mid lane, will immediately try to go for the first dragon pickup of the game. Celebrity will join the fight. Jaeyoung actually going to try and duel him out. Caspel gets a stun onto Zerg. That's not going to stop them from taking out this dragon here. Blue team will pick that one up. Now Caspel's in a sticky situation. Zerg going to flash onto Jaeyoung because he's trying to chase down Celebrity. Boomerang Blade gets a nice chunk as Beyond goes on a killing spree as he picks up a kill there. Zoraveki has finally joined the fight once again. Picks up the kill onto the Zeraf, gets the shutdown before managing to juke back out into his initial Mimic distortion there. Now Zerg, the Boomerang Blade will not be enough coming out for 269's Jaeyoung. So low. Zoraveki with a flash in. Picks up a kill onto Zerg. Onto Zerg there. And it's a messy fight back and forth between Kuala Hunters and 269. It started off with a kill onto a Zoraveki in the mid lane and ended with a Zoraveki coming back into the fight and picking up 2 kills of his own.
Right, that fight was so extended. Zoraveki coming in, and he's gonna get a kill on Celebrity as well. So that's 3 kills for Zoraveki. This might just be the kills that he needs to start rolling down this game. Zoraveki known to be a very terrifying LeBlanc player, so he's gonna get the blue bar as well. So 269 did get that dragon, so that's gonna be a very important dragon to negate the terror that Zoraveki will be starting putting out. And Zoraveki, he got that shutdown goal as well, so it's not your normal killing spree on Veki right now, so that's a terrifying LeBlanc on the side of KLH.
So it still does go in favor of 269, where they're able to pick up the dragon and a single extra kill. They're able to decide the flow of the fight there. Ozurveki being able to pick up the 3 kills in return makes it so that Kuala Lumpur Hunters don't have a huge mountain ahead of them to climb. They only have to come back a few more kills and able to get even in this game. Ghost SK gonna pick up the Scuttle Crab, something you don't see a lot of the Green Premier League players do very often in the early stages of the game. We see a lot of North American and European junglers especially emphasize heavily on picking up the Scuttle Crab very early on in order to get that mobility. And there we go, Beyond gets a flash stun coming out. Ghost SK, he will be going down, and Ozurveki picks up his Rampage kill as he goes 4 and 1, evening out the kill score between Kuala Lumpur Hunters and 269.
Right, so there was just a lack of vision on the top side for 269. You can see KLH really going in deep, gonna clear out the vision. Oh,
ooh, the Gnar whiff, and the stun whiff, and the boulder whiff. Crumb with the whiff-tastic day today. Ghost SK just sidesteps every single thing that Crumb threw at him there. Now in the bottom lane, Moon tries to get the stun onto Celebrity. Will get jumped on by Leona. Caspel tanking up the tower damage. Instant burst coming out from JU as Castle still tanking the tower. Will not go down. They try to take down Cirque. One last auto attack would have been enough. But not enough members of KLH there to pick him off. Heaven wanted to see if he could try and snipe off Leona. Almost actually gets that Q off there, but not quite. Great tower dive from KLH. Very, very dominant move from them. They weren't afraid of anything. Unlike Crom, kind of afraid of whiffing absolutely right now.
Well, he did throw out every single skill at an enemy you couldn't see, so I couldn't really call him being afraid. But he did miss. But Caspel with that flash and a blade.
That's a yellow star moment right there.
Right.
In the bottom lane, actually Jae Young will be just dominated by Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai just came out of the jungle, took him down almost instantly close to 269's tower. Jae Young getting a little bit greedy, trying to push that one out.
Well, I guess we know now who's not scared of going in. So Heaven can actually take up that kill onto Jae Young after he pushed out a little bit too far. So KLH, they are coming back. They are pushing the pressure on to 269. As I mentioned earlier on, they had that vision advantage, but now 269 gonna start pushing down walls of their own. Ozurveki and Moon gonna get out in the wrong place.
Whoa. Moon and Ozurveki stuck between a rock and a hard place. The flash Gnar stun will be able to lock Moon down. And we'll go down there. Ozurveki just waiting in the edge of the Baron Pit. Sneakily jumps over to try and get away there. Moon and Ozurveki caught between a rock and a hard place. And unfortunately, the tree is the only one without a gap closer. That'll get him over the wall. Ozurveki goes for the steal. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Ozurveki. Great play coming out from him.
Veki with that blue buff. It's gonna do even more threats on the map right now. LeBlanc has that mobility. Rek'Sai gonna clear out that pink wall on the map. So 269 really pushing this vision game back towards the side of KLH. We see Crom gonna start pushing on the top lane. Bot lane on the side of 269 though. They are keeping up in CS as well. So that's very nice for them. Caspel looks like he's gonna go for this.
There he goes. They get the slow only onto Annie. Annie has to flash away. Caspel doesn't have his flash. In the meantime, top lane, Rek'Sai decided to pay a visit to Crom's lane after he whiffed all his skill shots. Make sure he hit them this time. Get a single kill out there. Dragon is not going to be up for another minute. So that should be a free tower going over to 269 here.
So Jae Young's going to step on that Rek'Sai portal. They are on a wall, so 269 know they are there. Not going to go for it because they do know Rek'Sai's at the top of the map. Ozurveki going to be in the mid lane.
That is something that a lot of players don't take note of. That it's very important to actually get rid of those Rek'Sai tunnels, because at any point in time, he could simply pop his ultimate, jump down to one of his tunnels, and put a lot of pressure on the map at any given notice. So it's good that KLH recognize that, go out of their way, out of the lane as well, to try and take down those tunnels.
Right, so with the level 6 Rek'Sai threat, we see that portal right behind Crux. This gives him so much access to just wreck Heaven top lane.
Yep.
If there's a fight going on bot lane, whoop, and he's there.
Here's Dragon. Gonna spawn in about 7 seconds. Moon was poised nearby to try and pick that one up immediately for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. As Beyond taking a lot of damage as Ozurveki just jukes himself out. There's that Rek'Sai scream, and
there we
nothing
go.
happens. That's normally what happens, so.
Well, she is in position for the Dragon right now. KLH gonna start it up right now. With Beyond getting chunked down low from Ozurveki, I don't think 269 is gonna be in position to fight for this. Heaven, will he go for the steal? Celebrities on the other side of the wall as well. 269 is gonna give up this Dragon. KLH gets the first Dragon for themselves. So this negates the initial dragon that 269 has. 269 gonna push out this mid lane in response, but I don't think they're gonna get pushed up against this Ozoroveki, who has finished his Morello Nomicon.
They'll probably be able to take down the top lane tower here as Ghost SK is going to jump in, pops his ultimate there. Beyond and Heaven actually going to get stunned up by Leona ultimate. It will be Beyond going down first. Heaven taking a lot of damage. Here comes the Gnar. Moon should be going down right now to Celebrity. 269 are able to trade a kill 1-for-1 and take down the top lane tower, and they're still going to put pressure on the mid lane here.
Credits to Crom for picking up that kill, but he did with another Gnar.
Crom now in a lot of trouble. Will he go down here? Ignite is ticking, bounces, but that should be his death. Ozoroveki goes unstoppable. In the meantime, it is going to be Graves pushing the bot lane turret, so KLH will be able to return a turret for themselves after they lost the top lane one and go 2 kills to 1.
Right, so in that fight, Surge played a big part with that Annie. He almost saved Crom's life, but that poor YOLO couldn't survive that burst from the menacing Ozoroveki, who has picked up his needlessly large rod, who's gonna do even more damage on the side of Beyond. However, he has opted for that Athene's Unholy Grail. He is scared of that LeBlanc burst, gonna pick up some magic resist for himself. Looks like Rek'Sai is gonna go for that Hex Drinker as well, so 269 is gonna build up some magic resist, not gonna let Ozoroveki do whatever he wants on the map right now.
I can't remember if it was Dash or Jat who said that the Rek'Sai scream is the most anticlimactic thing in League of Legends. Everyone hears the Rek'Sai scream, but doesn't do much of it. It's Rek'Sai scream into, okay, I'm gonna farm red right now.
Which usually happens a lot.
Which usually happens.
So 269 is gonna push out this mid lane. Ozoroveki is gonna get spotted out by the wall, so they're just gonna back out there right now. They don't want any part of this fight.
Not at all.
Caspiel has that long range engage with the solar flare. 269 really have to play cautious, but with this cautious play, Rek'Sai
to a turret.
Well, he's gonna join his team, and this is gonna give him a turret. Unless Caspiel has something to say about this.
Here comes Caspiel. Caspiel looked like he wanted to go in, pop the solar flare, miss everyone at 269. Will flash for the zenith lane and gets knocked up while trying to do so. KLH just burned all of their initiation summoners. There goes 1, 2, 3. Moon doesn't get hit by the third shot. There's Jaeyoung. Will be able to walk away with the rest of Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Crom will be transforming into Mega Gnar shortly. Wrong time to do that. Ghost SK will dodge the Gnar stun there, but 269 can put a lot of pressure into this mid lane because Graves is not with the rest of Kuala Lumpur Hunters, and they just blew all their initiation abilities.
Right, so 269 played that disengage very well. They managed to stun up Caspiel as he dropped that solar flare, so the initial knockout. Nope, Caspiel's just gonna walk out there. That is a Leona for you. So Caspiel got stunned up when he dropped the solar flare, so he couldn't immediately respond to that, which meant that KLH's follow-up wasn't there, so 269 managed to just get out there. And Beyond's Xerath really putting down the hurt on the Moon allowed them to pick up a turret as well.
Yep.
Jaeyoung deciding not to follow his team, gonna pick up more farm, so 269 picking up that turret advantage. Gonna be 3k up in gold right now. 13's gold is gonna pick up that red buff for himself, which is a wise choice. I don't think Moon's gonna do very much with that red buff, but he is gonna pick up that pink ward, so that's a nice bonus.
Definitely. 269 still in a very nice spot here. They're about 2,500 gold ahead of Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Looking at the items really quickly, you can see Athene's Unholy Grail being picked up by Seraph. That's going to help him out quite a bit with his wave clear, and at the same time dealing with the burst damage coming in from LeBlanc. Rek'Sai has gone with a Hex Drinker after picking up the Warrior's Enchantment for his jungler item. And in the top lane for Gnar, Brutalizer and Sunfire Cake being picked up, whereas Sivir here being played by Celebrity. Went for the Average Blade first before picking up the pieces of the Infinity Edge. Whereas you see Graves already completed his, i.e. has a Vamp Scepter as well for backup. LeBlanc with the Merle and Macan looking like she wants to go for Rabadon's Death Cap next. Maokai going with the tanky jungler item and boots some ability, whereas we see the Trinity Force on Ghost SK up in the top lane.
And Rek'Sai goes to do Razorbeaks, who are not there.
Doesn't even get to farm the Razorbeaks. That's how anticlimactic it is.
So let's take a look at this bot lane. Celebrity and Jaeyoung they both completed their Infinity Edges at the same time, so these 20 carries are really neck and neck. But Surge versus Caspiel, they are really playing out that support role very well. Caspiel with the hard engages, and Surge playing that disengage Annie right now because KLH are just going at it, so Surge has nothing else to do but defend his teammates with that teddy bear of doom. Does it look like KLH are gonna go for a sneaky attempt on beyond the turrets there, so they won't go for that. Nara's gonna farm at the top lane. Irelia will be joining his team, so the next dragon will be coming up in 20 seconds. Crom, you better get down there as soon as possible.
This is a good play by Crom. He shoved up the top lane and moving down to Better Dragon Pit right now with its teleport available. So if he doesn't get to the dragon fight in time, he still has the TP to get there and to contribute to the team fight when it does start. But because he's walking down, if 269 can delay this fight, he'll be able to join them normally and then teleport up to the top lane after the fight ends, especially if it's in 269's favor. Whereas you see Ghost SK, he walked down to the fight very early and his teleport's not up. He needed to walk down early because his teleport's not up, and because of that, he won't be able to teleport to the top lane unless he delay enough time for his TP to come back up, or he won't be able to stay top lane, shove back the lane, and then teleport down to the fight instead. Dragon has been started here. It's just tug of war, and a tug of war's dragon was nothing of. He's just gonna reset, go back into his pit, throw fireballs at people, and turn around a couple of times. KLH and 269 actually spacing out against one another. They don't want to start.
269 actually took quite a bit of damage after aggroing the dragon.
Oh, there's Caspel. Caspel going up to the mid lane. That should be go time for 269. Very strange to haven't pulled the trigger and gone for dragon or a fight here.
They're just gonna let Ozora pick up that blue buff. 269 is gonna opt for that mid lane turret instead. Jaeyoung reckons he wants to fight Heaven one-on-one, but Heaven's not gonna do anything with that.
Those gates, the new gates added to Summoner's Rift, helping KLH out with getting back to defenders. Here comes the ultimate. Beyond gets caught. He'll get melted quite a bit, but managed to stay alive. Nice Gnarl into the wall. Gets Caspel and Azura Becky, who gets hit by the ultimates coming in from Xerath. Doesn't go down. The only Moon has gone down so far. Celebrity was chasing Caspel quite a bit. The route onto Celebrity. Jaeyoung is stunned up though by the Xerath either. It will be KLH Moon going down first as Ghost will be chasing down to Crom. Jaeyoung dashes over as well, and he will not be able to pick up the kill onto Jaeyoung there. Beyond not quite able to go 1-on-5 there, and despite the fact that that was in 269's favor, a great Gnar ultimate, great ultimate from Beyond as well. It is KLH who come out on top there.
Right, so 269 they lock down Ozora Becky, they lock down Moon.
Here comes back.
Oh, here comes Rek'Sai. Will you see action? Nope. He's just gonna go back down his tunnel. Okay. So 269, they got the engage on the Becky, got him really low, so he was out of that fight. But they forgot about 13 Ghosts, they forgot about Jaeyoung. They went all in onto the support and the mid laner, and their carries were left undefended. Celebrity flashed forward to get the kill on the Caspiel, leaving him out in the open for Irelia and Jaeyoung to just beat him down. So 269 focusing on the wrong targets during this fight.
Definitely. Strange target choices, but then again, Kuala Lumpur Hunters, Azura Veki, Caspel, even Jaeyoung lived with a sliver of health. If they prioritize their targets a little bit better in that fight, I feel that they could have taken down the key targets of KLH before members of 269 went down respectively. But because they split out their damage quite heavily, although they were able to seem like they were winning the fight and push KLH back all the way into the double turrets of their base, they eventually lost the fight with only Beyond, the long-range mage, who actually got initiated on him initially, with only Beyond staying alive.
Right, so KLH pick up the Scuttle Crabs, gonna get a speed buff, which will help them out a lot. 269 once again have no intention of
they
going
might
for
be able
this
to
dragon.
get this because Ghost, Graves, and even Azura Veki are not in a position to try and defend this. Crom actually going to tank up the turret here. They're going to deal a lot of damage to this inhibitor turret, which was already weak from the previous push coming out for 269. Here comes the initiation. Celebrity will stop that with his shield there, and Slurg will get out there in time. The turret will go down. Caspel now has to try and engage with the Zenith Blade if KLH wants to fight this at all, and 269 going to get away scot-free.
So a turret in exchange for nothing. KLH choosing the wrong times to really go for those split pushes. Irelia top lane, Jaeyoung bot lane. 269 pushing that team advantage hard, but KLH will get this dragon unless 269 wants to fight for this. Heaven is a little bit low. Chrom's gonna get the angle up, but Caspio's gonna go in or not. He's gonna leap out there, but there goes the dragon for the side of KLH. 269. They already got the inhibitor turret, so they might push for this inhibitor. KLH gonna recall in that blue buff.
Are there any?
There are no home guards.
No home guard boots. 269 could rush this one down if they're cheeky enough about it, but Ghost SK is nearby. So is Moon. They're gonna get only gonna get 1 or 2 auto before they have to leave the base because of Zoraveki and Caspel have to regroup with the team.
Right, with the addition of the side gates, it was really safe for KLH to just walk back upwards. If they had gone in through the lane, that might have been a little bit of an issue with 269's team comp. So the gates really helped out KLH there, really playing them to their advantage, defending the inhibitor, even though they did lose that turret. But minions OP gonna get that turret in exchange in the top lane. KLH gonna hunt down this crab once again.
Poor Rift Scuttle Crab. Bing! Does absolutely nothing. I swear that noise is a lie. The most anticlimactic thing in League of Legends.
I guess it's an indicator for Rek'Sai being in lane. Or being in a
It's indicated for Rek'Sai being somewhere. It's like, I'm here.
He's farming.
Yeah, I'm here farming somewhere.
So Jaehyung is gonna push out this top lane in a turret, following that minion wave, but I don't think 269 is gonna let them push up that far. Also, Zoraveki is in position to get that kill if anyone comes in. He has that Rabadon's death cap. He will be dealing an intense amount of damage. Sitting in the brush.
They're gonna wait here.
The ultimate strategy.
They're waiting. Oh. There goes the ultimate coming out to Rek'Sai. Heaven gets taken out really low. Zoraveki should be able to pick up the chain skill, and yes, he does. And he has to flash away. Chrom gonna get a nice gnar all Jaehyung into the wall, but he will be going down as well. Kuala Hunters double kill on to 4 Zoraveki as the ults from Xerath just with absolutely everyone. Zoraveki with the double kill there. A good setup coming in from KLH. We're able to lock down everybody on the ramp before taking them all down.
KLH with that camp in the brush strategy. Caspio landing a point perfect solar flare, allowing them to go in. 269 following in on that engage was a little bit questionable. They just went in one after another, getting caught in the explosion of damage coming from KLH. Giving up 2 kills. They didn't lose any turrets, so that's a good point from that fight. 269 gonna really have to step on their vision game. KLH though, gonna pick up that blue buff for Becky. He is 7-1 right now. Let's see what he picks up. Righteous Glory build for Moon. So that's gonna counteract the ultimate coming from Silver. Giving that mobility to fight mobility. KLH are ready to just push on the accelerator.
I find it a little bit strange that Annie doesn't go for the coin here. The coin support item, because I feel that when you play Silver as an AD carry, your support needs to pick up the coin, needs to add to that mobility, and especially with an Annie. Boots of mobility, coin, you have a lot of initiation potential for the side of 269, and at the same time gives your AD carry a lot of speed to get away from a heavy initiation team like the Kuala Lumpur Hunters have drafted in this first game against 269. Right. It's sort of Becky though, 7-1-1. Rabadon's death cap. Morel Namacon has upgraded into Sorcerer's Boots and has that blasting one, which should be for a Void Staff very soon.
Right, so 13 Ghost has that Trinity Force as well as the Renduin's Omen compared to Chrom's Sunfire Cape, Brutalizer and Wallen's Mail. He has bits and pieces of parts that he requires, but Chrom's not gonna have that much tankiness to support his team in the fight. Unless he completes the Renduins, he won't really have much of an slow per se, but Chrom still doing damage with that true damage from his passive, so we'll be looking at Gnar for that. Beyond's gonna pick up his blue buff, so 269 knowing that they have to secure this top half of the map, gonna push out and go get some vision as well. Caspio knows he is in a bit of unseen territory, gonna get out there as soon as possible. Jaehyung's gonna pick up that red buff for himself. Both teams prepping for the big fight that's about to come. Dragon in a minute 30, so that's where they'll face off unless they want to go for this Baron threat, which I highly doubt so.
I want to see what KLH decides to do next because all of their money is banking on Zotac right now, 7-1-1. 269 don't have a very reliable way to lock down Zotac unless Sir can get a flash Tibber stun. I feel it's going to be very hard for 269 to lock down Zotac in these fights, and despite the fact that 269 is very mobile, barring Zera, it's still going to be easy for Zotac to just double dash in and get a lot of damage down onto a single target from 269 and get back out safely.
269 posturing around this dragon. It's gonna come out in 30 seconds. Caspiel right on the edge of vision. 269 is not gonna see that. Oh, they're gonna see that ward placed down, so they do know that Caspiel's in there. Zotac is gonna push out that mid wave. Both teams just waiting to see who's gonna pull that trigger. Moon's gonna clear out the ward. Seraph is in Cirque is in position with that Annie stun. Caspiel is in position with Solar Flare. This standoff with no vision is gonna get broken by that scrying orb coming in from Jaeyoung. KLH knowing that they can't go into darkness, gonna get out there as they stun on the dragon.
See if KLH go for this one. There's the Zerath all popped. Who's gonna land on? Actually lands on the Caspiel. Caspiel goes down immediately. Chrom taking a lot of damage, but 269 with a single pick so far, and Chrom is on the verge of turning into Mega Gnar, and when he does that, he'll get that burst of health back. And we're going to jump into the fight now. Sir getting jumped on, pops down the Tibbers. It's going to be a nice Gnar ultimate into the wall. Jaeyoung will go down. Zotac not able to help out the team at all. Boomerang Blade will take him down really low. Now Ghost will be the target for Celebrity to chase down. Scrying or pop to try and see where the KLH mid laner and top laner are going to, who are the final two survivors. So that's a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of 269, and they pick up the dragon.
269 managed to pick up the dragon. He's gonna pick up a turret as well in exchange, so really getting all the kills and advantages they needed. Zotac, even though that's the big problem we said, he has all the gold on the team. 10k gold, he's about 1000 gold ahead of Jaeyoung, so that really negates what I was gonna say. But he is the damage threat. If Jaeyoung goes down, there is no constant damage coming out. Every round on the side of 269, they have some form of MR, except for maybe the bot lane, but they aren't really there to tank damage, so I let them slide. So Jaeyoung goes down, they have no constant damage. Zotac, he can kill one target and has to get out of there, so 269 really knowing what to do in a team fight. Chrom getting that nice Gnar into the wall really set that fight as well.
Let's see what the two teams decide to do next here. Looking at the items so far, Zotac will be going for that Void Staff very soon. An important item pickup, I feel, when you are 8-1-1 in your team and you are probably the sole source of damage at this moment. Because of all the magic resist that will be picked up by the side of 269, you needed some form of magic penetration to burst through the magic resist they will be picking up.
269 gonna look for this top lane turret. They have that team fight potential. Here comes
the ultimate. Zerath ultimate. Teleport coming down by Ghost SK. Jaeyoung taken really low. Chrom gets a nice stun onto Moon. Moon taken out really low as well. Will this be the anti-initiation? The Timber should be coming out. Yes, it does. Moon and Jaeyoung get stunned up. The Rek'Sai flash knock up onto Jaeyoung to take him down there. Now Zotac's clone is the next target as Ghost SK will be trying to be taken down here. The snipe from Beyond is just not quite enough to take down Moon there. This should be an inhibitor coming in for 269. They'll be able to pick up the second inhibitor turret. What will Zotac be able to do with these gates? Will jump over, misses one, dodges the stun. It's now going to be Heaven is a little bit of trouble. Zotac misses the chains though.
Caspiel
from LeBlanc.
that mobility is good. 13 Ghosts gonna come in. They are continuing on the chase, but it looks like the disengage coming from 269 is gonna be enough. They pick up a turret and did some nice damage on the inhibitor.
Very nice damage.
Very nice damage. Moon going aggressive onto the side of 269, getting chunked down when your tank goes in first and gets chunked down.
Not a good
That's
sign.
not a good sign.
Not at all.
269 managed to turn around, serve with that nice anti-stun, managed to catch 13 Ghosts on the edge of the stun. Jaeyoung managed to catch Jaeyoung on the edge of the stun, meant that once again the constant damage coming from KLH is gone. And Zotac's magic threat is not even a threat anymore.
Not at all. Bear in mind how heavy this game is weighing on Kuala Lumpur's shoulders. If they drop this game, they will be eliminated from the Green Premier League.
Right.
They will not advance into the next round of the GPL, and 269 will secure their second spot. In order for Kuala Lumpur Hunters to advance in the Green Premier League, they need to win both games today. They need to pick up the first game against 269 and follow it up with the next game they'll be playing after this one.
269 have that luxury of losing a game, but no one wants to lose a game. So 269 really showing KLH why they are the second spot in this group, and they are not gonna back down at all.
Doesn't look like it, not one bit.
Crom is gonna start.
At least kill the Scuttle Crab. Don't leave it there. There's a little bit of pain and misery.
He's gonna leave the crab there to heal up. Dragon's gonna spawn in 1 minute 30, so that would have been a good chance to pick up the crab, but Crom decided not to. So Caspill's gonna stand on the edge. They know he's there, they're not gonna let that solar flare land. Even if it does land, Oswaraki is so far away, Jaeyoung so far away. There's no possible threat on KLH right now, so 269 knowing that there aren't any, gonna clean up the wave in mid. Ooh, KLH gonna go on Surg.
There you go, they go on to Surg there. They only get the slowdown. Here comes Moon's knock up as well. Heaven will actually TP into the fight using that Rek'Sai ultimate, but they're able to burst down Surg in time. That's great for Kuala Lumpur because Surg is the only one that can lock down Azura Veki and prevent him from getting into the backlines unless Beyond can hit a perfect stun or Gnar can hit his Gnar ultimate or the stun, as Azura Veki is trying to double dash his way through these team fights. Kuala Lumpur Hunters opting to go for the flash Zenith Blade from Caspil, which will not land onto anybody. Here comes the ultimate. 1, 2, not quite. We'll be able to get out of that one.
Face of the mountain doing his work, Caspil saving his jungler's life. A point I want to make out is that the fight stopped the moment Rek'Sai altered.
Yeah, anticlimactic ultimate. The most anticlimactic ultimate in League of Legends.
Rek'Sai is there to just stop everyone from having fun.
It used to be Misfortune's ultimate because it used to be the #1 wave clear ultimate in the game, and then it became Lucian's culling, and now it's just Rek'Sai. Nothing can top Rek'Sai's ultimate.
So this will be the third dragon on the South 269.
They're gonna fight. Yes, they go. Solar Flare onto Beyond. Beyond should be going down immediately here. Yes, he does. Gnar ultimate 3 into the wall. Jaeyoung is a target here for 269, and he will be going down. Crom gets that last auto attack off. Now goes to SK trying to return some damage as Crom gets a 3-man stun. Azura Veki waiting for his cooldowns to come back out. Crom taking a lot of damage. Won't miss the chains though. Rek'Sai wreaking havoc in the back line since Moon will be the next target to go down. Crom goes back into the mini Gnar form. As you do see Kuala Lumpur Hunters come out ahead of that fight. Only Heaven able to escape there despite being the focus damage coming out from the 4 remaining members of Kuala Lumpur Hunters for an extended period of time. Azura Veki played that fight very well though. He waited in the backlines until he had an opportunity to jump in and put his damage out.
Oh, Rek'Sai is going in back for more. Nope, no one's there. Unless he wants to Veki, will Veki spot him out?
Will he try to one-on-one Veki? Veki actually gonna fight the Rek'Sai. What are you doing? Kill him! What?
Well, he did get 2 wards, so worth.
One more. He missed
Oh,
the
he
last
missed
one.
the second ward. So the previous fight, 269 KLH, we saw this entire game, the bot lane going very, very even. We mentioned this before. Grace goes down, and the constant damage on KLH goes down. But that's the same on the side of 269. Silver goes down, and their damage also goes down. But with Crom and Heaven being so tanky on the Rek'Sai and Gnar, even without the damage threat, they can fight long enough to take down another target before Veki gets another cycle up and kills them off. So 269 do have that second lifeline in the form of Gnar and Rek'Sai's damage. KLH have to pick their fights carefully because unless Veki picks off a target, if they go 5-on-5, they have to make sure that Veki is safe enough to pick up a fight. Rek'Sai is gonna go on Jaeyoung.
Heaven gonna try and take down Jaeyoung here. Here comes Say the ultimate coming from Jaeyoung, misses. There goes the solar flare. Jaeyoung getting jumped on by the support. He picks up 1, but he will go down to Heaven there. 1-for-1 trade. That does go in favor of KLH, so as now Crom gonna jump onto Caspil. He's going to Mega Gnar form. Will he Gnar him into the wall? Yes, he does. Gets the sun down. Here comes a teleport there. Heaven has to be careful as Moon is gonna jump in here. The ultimate coming in from Xerath will take Moon down so low. One more attack will be enough as Chrom misses a stun. It will be Azura Vecchi goes legendary and immediately bursts down Celebrity. 269 respond fantastic though by taking down Azura Vecchi, giving him his second death of this game.
Once again, Moon gets bursted down the moment he goes in. If we take a look at Moon's item build right now, he has no MR.
Nope.
It's letting Beyond just deal insane amounts of damage. His Maokai is not even there to sustain up. He gets bursted down and has to run. He can't even turn around and hit someone in the face to get the health back. That's how squishy Moon is right now. 13 Ghosts does have that tankiness as well as damage, but he can't do it all on his own. He has that Guardian Angels right now. So if he can't do it on his own, maybe he can do it with twice of his life. 2 lives. Maybe he can pick up the slack that Moon's holding without the MR. But impressive play coming in from the side of 269. Even though they did slip out a bit, Cirque dying to that grace, they did force 2KLH to respond to that. A nice teleport from Chrom allowed them to really turn the fight around. Knowing that KLH has to go for the aggressive moves right now and playing that to their favor, 269 picks up another few more kills. Jaeyong picking up that crab. He knows how to slay that crab.
Jaeyong hasn't impressed me much this game. Normally he tries to keep himself at the highest mechanical ability possible, but this game hasn't made much of an impact in the team fights for the Kuala Hunters. So far it's been Ghost SK, Caspal, and Azura Vecchi who have done most of the work in the fight so far. 269 actually going to try and push up this mid lane. Beyond is going to try and poke down the Kuala Lumpur members who are trying to engage. Soul Flare will miss everyone in the team. Heaven going to get a knock up onto Jay, get some good damage down. He'll get bursted by Azura Vecchi, and Jay will pick up the kill. Ghost SK getting taken out really low as well. Caspal may try to initiate here. Goes for the zap. Flash Zenithblade onto Beyond. Gets the root down from Moon as well. He will go down very shortly after the Zonias, I believe. No, Vecchi gets stunned by Annie there. Great stun coming out from the support, but Azura Vecchi will live with a sliver of health. There will be Ghost SK who will be taken down after he comes out of this Guardian's HO, and Caspal just committed suicide right there. What? Caspal just decided, I'm gonna, Azura Vecchi, you're gonna die, I'm gonna join you. No problem.
The support lives and dies for his team. R.I.P. Caspal.
That wasn't really dying for the team. Look at Azura Vecchi, he has balls of steel right now. He's living on a sliver of health and he wants to go for the steal. Are there any wards?
Oh.
No. Oh.
Oh, he didn't get caught in that vision though.
Go back. No? Okay.
Nope. Right, so there goes
He's not gonna try
Baron
and be the hero.
for the side of 269. Ooh, Rek'Sai's recall animation. I mean, Nara's Rex. Did he just disappear?
Teleported back to base.
There goes that helicopter. So 269, Heaven going a little bit too deep at the start, allowing KLH to pick him off guard. 13 Ghosts did a nice job zoning, but they pulled the trigger too hard. Their gun got jammed, they chased, and they got caught by the insane Nar into the team of 269.
Dragon has spawned here. Kuala Lumpur Hunters look like they want to pick up the third dragon off the game. Get that extra 5% movement speed. 269 have Baron buff though. This is going to be very dangerous for Kuala Lumpur Hunters to try and contest with this dragon. Jaeyong puts down the smoke screen, trying to deny some vision. Chrom actually turning into Mega Nar very shortly. He will be turning very shortly. They will be 269 that picks up the dragon here. Now T5 is broken now. Jaeyong in the backline. Azura Vecchi will take one shot of the Xerath ultimate. Now KLH actually in a good position here. Moon will pick up the first kill to Heaven. Chrom will be going down very shortly. Jaeyong is taking attack damage, carry damage from Celebrity though. Kuala Lumpur Hunters though pick up 2 kills for 1. Only Moon going down on the side of KLH. 269 gonna try and rush down the mid lane and try and pick up the inhibitor. There are a lot of members of 269 already in position to get damage onto the mid lane inhibitor.
269 keeping Beyond and Celebrity at the back.
They should be able to get this.
Oh. Vecchi just went back, he's not gonna go in. There are too many minions for this fight. 13 is gonna go in for the chase.
They're gonna still chase
They
here.
get slowed. At least pick up tables. Nope.
Ghost, will he get the slowdown or the stun? Yes, he does. He will actually get bursted down immediately, though. Beyond will go down in return. Azuraveki jumps in, gets the kill, and jumps back out. Jae Young now going to try and chase down Celerity and Surg. Surg will get stunned up by Azuraveki. One more shot will be enough. Azuraveki goes on a killing spree again to get the kill onto Annie. Kuala Lumpur Hunters return that with 4 kills of their own.
They couldn't outrun the chase coming from 13 Ghosts, using his flash as well to get that kill, so they didn't get an inhibitor. They did quite a amount of damage on it, but in the end they couldn't get it. Really forcing that as the side of KLH. Not all of them were dead, they could recall and defend it, so 269 really pushing their luck, and they got bit for that, so KLH, very nice defense coming in.
I like the items that Surg has ended up swapping over for us. Talking a little bit how I like when the supports pick up the coin item in order to get the speed boost for a silver attack damage carry. He's picked up that,
and he's comboing it with the Righteous Fury.
Yes, Righteous Fury being picked up as well to give him even more additional movement speed for his team, aiding them in team fights significantly.
And Moon has finally picked up some MR, so it looks like KLH is gonna be able to fight out this fight longer. That's such a cruel way to kill the crab. Wow.
Poor crab.
Poor crab. So Jaeyoung's gonna take this red buff. Will Heaven have something to say about this? He just wants that pink ward. He's gonna back off. Wise choice, because there's 3 members of KLH right there. So Irelia's GA is down. Silver's GA is up. So it's 6v5. 13 Ghosts has that taunt mill, so they do know that Silver is doing out a lot of damage right now. He hasn't slipped under the radar right now, so keeping an eye out for Celerity. Surg has the engage form that 269 needs. Rek'Sai is gonna just blow Moon's engage options, so very well played from that. KLH will be forced to retreat and wait for cooldowns. 269 won this inhibitor.
269 definitely looking to try and push in for this inhibitor. Crom getting a lot of damage now, trying to stack up his passive so that he can turn into Meganar when he pleases to do so. 269 get the first inhibitor of the game actually. 45 minutes in. Looks like they want to continue pushing top lane, whereby there's only the inhibitor turret remaining. Compared to bottom lane where there's still 1 inner turret left.
KLH up poised to defend this. Are they going in?
Here goes Moon. Moon straight onto Celebrity. So he gets locked down by Leona there. Pops his Guardian's Angel. Now it's going to be a brawl between 269 and Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Celebrity away from the fight. Azuraveki wreaking havoc in the back lines. Has his own base wall as Jae Young now going to try and duke it out with the rest of 269. Double kill coming for Azuraveki. Jae Young going to chase in with Ghost SK, whose Guardian's Angel just came back up. Now I believe it's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Jae Young gonna dodge this. No, doesn't manage to dodge the stun coming in from Xerath, but instead will be able to push the rest of 269 away. 2-for-1 in favor of Kuala Lumpur Hunters, defending their own base there.
Kuala Lumpur Hunters catching.
Teleport from Ghost SK. They're gonna try and
home guard.
stop them. Home guard pops, but there will be a nice attempt to stop Ghost SK from initiating on the rest of 269 who are running away.
Celebrity got caught out a little bit too far forward from his team, but Crom's leap in and now separating the side of KLH bought them enough time to back off, reducing the amount of
Winions?
Yeah. So 269 managed to get out of that fight barely with the help of Nar, so KLH picking out 3. Couldn't pick out any more thanks to the Nar, but KLH managed to fend off that top lane, kind of get rid of that Polo near their base. You don't want a Rek'Sai going into your base, especially with your inhibitor down, so doing that. KLH are down an inhibitor, so they have to play safe. So minions are still pushing up that mid lane. Inhibitor should be respawning up soon, but Dragon as well as Baron are coming up in a short while. Both threats actually coming out at the same time, so it'll be like these teams to decide which target they actually want to go for.
Look at Azuravekhi's kills in this game. 17, 2, and 6. He is putting the team on his back right now. He has 6 items picked up, upgraded his boots completely, has upgraded his trinket completely as well. He is set for the rest of this match 50 minutes into the game. Looking at both 80 carries as well, you can see that Silver is still stuck. Sorry, Graves is still stuck on a vamp skip for his last item, where Sivir has already picked up that Guardian's Angel to complement the rest of her 5 aggressive items, giving him that 1 defensive boost. Graves, though, looks like he wants to go full aggro, picking up a vamp skip as his 6th item.
Bing. But at least he's doing Dragon, which is not being contested, so KLH opting to go and secure the vision around that Baron, giving up that Dragon buff.
Is that the 5th?
That is the 5th Dragon buff. So
5th
KLH,
Dragon buff for 269.
KLH, I have no idea what they're thinking.
Are they doing
not
Baron?
contesting it.
Are they trying to take Baron here?
They're just warning up Baron, so KLH just gave up that 5th Dragon buff. If 269 chooses to go for this Baron, I don't think KLH will be able to stop them. That Baron, that
no
5th
chance.
Dragon buff is so massive. It is so massive. 269 can just steamroll KLH right now.
12% attack damage and ability power increase, 30% damage to towers and buildings, 10% bonus movement speed, 30% damage to minions and monsters, and at the same time, it gives you an extra 150 true damage over 3 seconds for every attack you put onto the enemy. So a support's auto attack is going to effectively deal about 200 damage per auto attack. That is a lot of damage.
Look at how fast the team of 269 are moving right now. 10% movement speed. If you add it together with Silver's ultimate, the Talisman of Ascension, the Righteous Fury, Righteous Glory.
Too fast, too furious.
Wow, 269. But they aren't using that Dragon buff at all. They're just gonna push up waves, warding up Baron. They have Gnar in the bot lane pushing up. They have Rek'Sai in the top lane. KLH, they have no idea what they're doing right now. They're just gonna take that red buff and allow 269 to just push up the waves. Looks like Rek'Sai's gonna meet up LeBlanc.
Zerg Becky. Zerg was thinking about popping out Tibbers ultimate there.
Crom's gonna continue pushing in his bot lane.
KLH may actually try to initiate because they see Crom in the bottom lane. There's not many people that they can send down to deal with him. Ghost doesn't have his teleport available, so that would be detrimental for Kuala Hunters to send him down.
Mid lane inhibitor will be respawning soon for the side of KLH, and he has just respawned, so 269 have that open inhibitor to go for right now.
Crom with a Frozen Mallet as his final item. Interesting.
That could work.
Interesting pickup for his
gives
final
him that chase potential that they need.
Let's see who has all 6 items. 269. Every member except for the support has 6 items. That is insane. Everyone 269.
Ooh. You're gone.
No, you don't do that, Moon. The trap was set. 269 played it perfectly, and now 70 seconds until Moon is back alive. This should be a push for 269 for the base. They look like they want to try and end the game here 4-on-5. Let's see if they can do that. Ultimate thrown by Jayo as well to try and stop the initiation. There goes 1, 2, Tibbers. 3, not enough to take him down, but they will be able to take down the inhibitor here.
And they're gonna get an inhibitor as well, so there's 2 inhibitors on the side of 269. They might just go for the end here. They still have that the Dragon buff's gone.
40 seconds on Moon 2.
They can go for Baron after this.
No, they're gonna be safe, like you said. They're gonna go for Baron the bot lane turret. I think Baron, if they want to be safe, Baron would be the perfect call for them, because then when Moon comes back up, they'll still have an advantage.
And looks like they will be going for that Baron. KLH, will they try to stop this? Zotac is rushing to the side. Caspiel is turning around, so KLH don't even want to contest this right now. And there goes the Baron buff for the side of 269. They are now in charge of the Baron. They have the empowered recall. All of them are just gonna go back to base and pick up nothing because they have full items. Just gonna leave the base. They don't even buy anything. That's one fast Annie though.
Sure is.
So KLH have to play this turtle game. They are down 5 kills, down 3k gold. Rek'Sai, where are you going? In front of the dragon that's not there. Well, he did get a ward, so.
That he did. He did get the ward.
This will be KLH's fault for clearing out the portals in their base.
53-minute game. Kuala Hunters, they need to win this game or they're out of the Green Premier League. this is the decisive game for them, and 269 are in the driving seat. Kuala Hunters, they desperately tried to hold that for the longest time, but too many members of the team keep getting caught out, and Zotac sitting on a 17-2-6 score in a game that he's losing. KLH now stacking up inside the gates here.
Civil has a GA, Rek'Sai has a GA. It will be hard to go through this 269 with the Baron buff.
Of course.
LeBlanc couldn't even put a dent on Rek'Sai there. She has 782 AP and she did an eighth of his health.
LeBlanc does start to scale off the later the game goes, and this is a 54-minute game. It is going to take some time. Zotac is still trying to dodge out as many of the pokes coming in from 269 as possible. Here comes the initiation. This should be the final fight for KLH. Will they go in? They decide to back out after the ultimate comes out. That Gnar should be coming in soon. Knocks Moon and Casmo into the wall. Grom is taking tower damage though. He should be able to get out of this one alive as Celebrity dealing as much damage as possible. Zotac off the side, taking down Gnar there in the back lines. That is a sliver of hope for KLH, but 269 pushed down the inhibitor turret and will be working on the base. Ghost SK gets taken down here. Guardian Angel has been popped. This should be the push for the win for 269, even though Zerg and Crom have been taken down. It is 4-on-3 for KLH, but there's too many minions in the base. This Nexus is gonna get taken out by minions here if they don't react to this in time. 269 should be able to secure their spot in the Green Premier League after this fight here. Ultimate for Casmo back out. Jae Young actually gets taken down here, but there's so many minions in the base. This will be game for 269. They secure their spot in the Green Premier League playoffs. And KLH will have to play another game against them after this, despite the fact that there's nothing they can do to take second place anymore.
Right, so the next match, KLH, they're gonna fight for honor.
Yes. This is pretty much a fight